This episode has been brought to you by Papa John's. Better food, better service, Papa John's. Okay, I wish it was brought to you by Papa John's because I just got caught in a fucking rainstorm due to these people. I decided to, hey, stop by, get a free pizza after school because I'm a Papa Rewards member and every time I order blah blah blah, I get points, and then once you get 25 points, you get a free pizza. So I redeemed my points for a free pizza, and walking back, I get caught in a freak rainstorm, so now I'm soaking wet, but hey, good news is, the box, even though it's completely falling apart, the pizza is absolutely dry. So, seriously, Papa John's, you better sponsor me after this shit. Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Now, fresh out of the shower to bring you an all-new edition of WNBA Weekly, and I've decided that this will be the last edition of WNBA Weekly just because playoffs are right around the corner. Each team has like 3 games left to play, plus school is getting really into it right now, and so I need extra time for homework and studying and all that other bullcrap. Plus, I want to get ready for playoffs. You'll start previewing the different matchups and looking into the fan awards, deciding who I'm going to pick for that. So for today, I'm not going to talk about the schedule or anything related to that. If you want to see what teams are playing when, WNBA.com, that's where I go. In this episode, I'm only going to talk about 2 things. The first one being Riquna Williams. Yesterday, she went off to the tune of 51 points, a WNBA record, the first WNBA player to ever score over 50 points. The previous record holder was Diana Taurasi, who scored 47 points in 2006, and then that record was tied by Lauren Jackson the following season in 2007. So, Riquna Williams, wow, I guess you're on everyone's radar now, and if this is your first time hearing of this, where the fuck have you been? Secondly, I want to talk about playoff scenarios. Indiana Fever have clinched a playoff berth, and they are currently 2 games behind the Atlanta Dream for that number 2 spot, and each team has 3 games left to play. So if the Fever win out and Atlanta loses out, the Fever get that 2nd seed. But if the Atlanta wins, 1 or 2, and the Fever lose 1 or 2, Atlanta's gonna get that number 2 seed. Either way, they're both in the playoffs and more than likely going to face each other, but that's not guaranteed either because the Mystics are only 1 game behind the Fever for 3rd place. So if the Fever just lose 2 of the next 3 and the Mystics win 2 of the next 3, the Mystics can leapfrog the Fever for that number 3 spot. And the Mystics aren't even guaranteed a playoff spot yet because the Liberty are currently only 3 games behind them. But I don't see it happening just because the Liberty are already on a 4-game losing streak and they've each got 3 games left to play. So the Mystics, they really just need to win 1 game and then that's it. They're in the playoffs. But there is still a possibility if the Mystics lose all 3 of their games and the Liberty win all 3 of theirs, the Liberty can get in. It's a fat chance it's going to happen, but there is still that potential. So now on to the Western Conference where the Sparks, they've guaranteed that they're going to host the playoffs in the first round, but they're still in the fight for that number 1 spot. No matter what happens, they're gonna be at least 2, but if they want to get number 1, they have to win every single game from here on out, and the Lynx have to lose every single game from here on out, which means that if the Lynx win their next game on Tuesday, they've secured that number 1 spot, and the other Sparks, they really just need to start getting ready for playoffs because nothing else they're gonna do really matters that much, does it? And then you've got the Phoenix Mercury. They defeated San Antonio on Friday, so they clinched their finals playoff spot and eliminated the Stars. And so now they're guaranteed a playoff spot, and they've got the lead for 3rd place. And in order to secure 3rd place, they need to win 2 more, or they need Seattle to lose 2 more, or they need 1 win and Seattle needs a loss. Either way, it's pretty much in their hands. They've got a really great shot at clinching that number 3 spot, but there is still a chance they'll end up 4th, depending on how this turns out. Luckily for them, Seattle still plays Minnesota, I think 2 more times, so they have a good shot at getting that number 3 seed. Well, that's all I've got for you folks. It has been one hell of an exciting season. Elena Delle Donne definitely turned out to be worth that 1st-round draft pick. Brittany Griner, we saw some excitement from her, mostly in that first game when she dunked twice, and since then it's just been kind of But hey, block party is always great to have. Seriously, defense wins championships. Look at Bill Russell versus Will Chamberlain. Who won? The defensive guy. So this is the last episode of WNBA Weekly for the 2013 season. Stay tuned into the channel though. I'm going to do a video for each individual matchup in the playoffs. So I'll do a video that's like when the matchups are official. I'll make a video just previewing with my thoughts for what's going to happen in each thing with, you know, Minnesota versus Seattle, Sparks versus Mercury. If that's how it ends up out, I'll be doing one video for each individual thing, just like I did with NBA playoffs. And I'm also going to do the fan awards for Defensive Player of the Year and the League MVP. Keep in mind, once again, it's not official. It's mostly just my opinion. So yeah, that's it for today. This has been The Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Lyle. I hope you don't get caught in the rain because it fucking sucks, man. It fucking sucks.